It was in England on a Saturday in September of 1999 when a young man's 20-year-long dream of one day becoming a professional rugby star was shattered.
Broken pretty much every bone I could in my legs, feet, toes, fingers. Strangely enough, I'd never broken my nose, which accounts for why I'm still so good looking.
This is Up the Yangtze with a Paddle, where we profile some of the fascinating foreign individuals who now call Jiangsu, China, their home. On this edition, Mr. Angus Peacock, a sports addict and general manager of UK company H4 Consulting.
There cannot be too many companies listing their business locations as London, Cannes and Nanjing. There is also certainly only one of which that is about to put Nanjing at the top of that list and turn it into their global headquarters. This has been made possible by this young Brit, Mr. Angus Peacock, whose work is the generation of the highest quality 3D computer-generated animations for large-scale corporate real estate developments.
You played rugby for 20 years. You were in the British Navy for a long time. How do you take the wild leap that it is from that life to the one you now have here in Nanjing, China?
After such a physical demand on my body and knowing that I won't realise the dream of being a professional sportsman, I had to make a mental change. I went to study Chinese and French. With the aspiration of working in the Orient, which I thought would provide the ultimate mental challenge and fulfill some spiritual needs that were missing in my life at the time.
Angus arrived in China in the autumn of 2002 to manage H4 Consulting, located in Xinjiekou, Nanjing's central business district.
H4 has clients all over the world. Here in China, your clients seem to be largely based in Shanghai, and yet your offices are here in Nanjing.
The overheads in Shanghai are too high. As such, Nanjing seemed a logical option. In the last 4 to 4.5 years, I've seen a huge improvement in the transport and communications networks, public facilities, and of course the standard of education here is almost second to none throughout the whole country.
H4 is certainly a success story in the Nanjing economy. The company has recently doubled its staff. The animations produced here are destined for not only the domestic market, but also faraway places such as Australia, the UK, the Middle East, and the USA.
The improved IT infrastructure means the rest of the world is merely a click away.
Away from the 3D virtual world, Angus gets into the real life of Nanjing.
I was greatly inspired by many of the older people here. They still pursue, no matter what age and no matter how people view them, they still pursue a lot of outdoor activity, whether it's swimming, dancing, tai chi. They're fantastic people, and you've got to admire that spirit because they look after their health and they get great fun in Nanjing. And I followed that example. They can enjoy themselves at whatever age, why can't I? Even though I've got a hard job to do.
Angus' sports dreams live on, this time not for prize nor recognition, but more for the sheer fun of competition.
Hello, China! Ni hao, China!
I was and still am one of the participants. The original founders put a lot of effort in to get it off the ground. They all moved away, their jobs took them elsewhere, and the hash started to die away. I received lots of phone calls to bring it back together, and I picked up the gauntlet, and we now have a database of over 100 people who come from all parts of the city and beyond to participate in our hash, Chinese and Westerners, many of whom have got working for businesses that directly invest into Jiangsu province.
Less than 100 metres, it's easy now. Up the steps, turn right and you're home.
The hash began life in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 1938. There are now over 1,800 hashing chapters all over the world, where foreigners and locals alike enjoy an exhilarating fun combination of running, orienteering,
Lost on my own trail.
and partying, following 8 to 10 kilometer long trails in search of exercise, camaraderie, and a good time.
He's a hasher, 2 and 2. He's a hasher, so they say. Never get to heaven, gotta wait. Drink it down, 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 down.
There is a joke that the hash is a drinking club with a running problem. However, for me it is a healthy activity. It's very good socialising as well. Personally, I think Nanjing's a great place and there's lots of very nice scenery in and around the city. Many people don't get to see this, so it's an opportunity to go on a pseudo tour and meet other business people and their families. Good networking and good for local business.
Angus' sports ambitions are growing continuously in Jiangsu. He intends to organise more and more sporting activities for the local international community. As an example, in 2004, Angus initiated the Nanjing unofficial triathlon.
The idea was to set up something a little bit more serious as a sporting event. I've been very lucky, I've run 2 now. I'm now under pressure to create another event for later on in the year, so 2 events per calendar year. And in that sense it's achieved what I wanted to do, have a fairly serious sporting event in Nanjing.
We're going to start in a couple of minutes. Swimmers, raise your hands so I know you're listening, please. Because I don't want to say this more than 10 times. Okay. Entry point to the water is over that side. So those of you who were here last year, please walk round. Those of you who weren't, please follow those who were here last year. Take your time going into the water. I don't want anyone to slip, fall, drown. It's too early in the day.
On June the 4th, 2006, at 7 a.m. amid the beautiful Purple Mountain, this year's triathlon begins. The first event is swimming, in which participants must complete 5 lengths of the lake at a distance of 750 meters. Next comes biking, a 25-kilometer cycle from the smaller Purple Cloud Lake around the infamous Purple Mountain and on to the bigger Xuanwu Lake in downtown Nanjing. Finally, there is the grueling 8-kilometer run along the banks of the scenic Xuanwu Lake. On this year's triathlon, Angus recorded a total time of 2 hours, 18 minutes and 49 seconds, coming 13th overall. By professional standards, this is no world record, but from his expression we can see Angus' great satisfaction from mere participation in such events.
As a footnote, in 2004, Angus went on to complete the Shanghai Marathon and the Half Marathon in 2005, showing us there is a lot more to Oriental spirit than mere superstition. This has been Up the Yangtze with a Paddle. Thank you for allowing us to join you today.